Golden years, usually a time for seniors to kick back and be more carefree, but unfortunately, your senior years can also leave you more vulnerable. The Senior Source is a nonprofit dedicated to helping seniors and their families, and the president and CEO, Courtney Nicolato, joins us now for some advice with anyone who has elderly family, friends, or neighbors. So, Courtney, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.
You having us.
Give us an idea of how prevalent elder abuse even is at this point.
Elder abuse comes in a number of different forms. 1 in 10 Americans over the age of 60 have been abused in some way.
Wow.
That could be physical, that could be sexual, that could be verbal, or that could be financial. Unfortunately, much of those cases go unnoticed or go unreported because sometimes it's family members that are doing the abuse itself.
That's awful to hear. Let's talk about some of the reasons why seniors are more vulnerable. Obviously, they're more frail, they're perhaps on medication, but there are other specifics that people should be paying attention to.
Yeah, that prevalence actually comes to 50% of folks that have some type of impairment like dementia or Alzheimer's, and so that is a significant factor. Isolation also is as well. So we have older adults who might be living at their homes, they don't have the transportation to get to a senior center to some regard, and so from that perspective that just ups the risk factors.
Okay, so the next time someone's maybe talking to their parent or grandparent, what tips do we have to offer them, particularly for the ones who are living either by themselves or by themselves in a certain facility?
Yeah, I think understanding who's coming in your door, who's calling, who's sending mail, because the abuse factors or the abuse risk factors are occurring in all aspects of that. Knowing the name, if you have a companion or a home health care worker that is coming into your home, understanding who that person is, what time they should be expected, answering your phone. The landlines are an absolute risk factor for predatory and exploitation. Being mindful of who you're talking to and when you're talking to them, and just being observant, but also as the caregiver, as the family member, understanding what's going on in that parent's life. Have they left the house? Those things that may have kept them in the home could be because they're being abused in some regard.
Yeah, check in on them and have that conversation, maintain that communication. All right, Courtney Nicolato, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Really wonderful tips, and we hope that resonates with folks at home. When we come back, we're talking about the weather.